Okay. Are we are we recording? I cannot tell. Hold on. Oh gosh. Help me out. Can y'all tell that I'm live? Am I? Let me see here. Let me see something. Okay. It looks like we are good to go. Hold on. I just want to make sure. I was just there. What the heck is going on? Okay. Yeah. It looks like we're good. Hopefully y'all can hear me. And hopefully this thing is working properly, because honestly, hold on, let me see if I can. Let's see if we can change this to this spotlight. Yeah. Okay. So, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm a little late. Trying to get this thing up and actually get it working. So, give me like, y'all see me moving my cursor? Hopefully y'all can. I don't know. Like I said, I can't tell if it is recording. So, hopefully we're on the right, or we're doing the right thing. But anyways, give me 1 second and then we'll go ahead and get started. We've got about 13 minutes before market open. We have no news today also. So give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okay, let's get this road on the show. So again, good morning. Good morning, all you market goblins. Today is Monday. Oh, sorry. Forgot to hold on. Let's see what I can do. This. Let me check YouTube on my phone and see if I'm live. That's what I'll do. Live. Let me see. It's looking like I can't watch the stream, which is weird. So, I'm not sure what else to do. What do I do? What do I do, folks? How do I? Uh, I think I will just. See. Apologies for the confusion. Let's see. I mean, it says I'm going, so I hope. I hope I am. I just can't watch my own stream, which is why I'm a little bit confused. Or I can't watch it. So let me see about. I don't know what else I can check because let me log out of this my account first of all, maybe. Sign out. MFT. About 8 minutes till market open also. Okay. It says I'm live. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Oh, there's a big delay. How do I change that? How do I change that? Latency. I think it's latency, right? Uh Video. No. Audio echo. No. Virtual background. No. 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 Well, graphics. Nope. Gotta be a way. How to change the latency? Because I really don't want there to be that much of a delay. Yeah. I should have figured this out before I went live, folks. I'm sorry. It says stream delayed 0, but then again, I don't know. Okay, well, we're just going to deal with it, I guess. So, let me check one more time. So, we're just gonna do it for the time being. This screen is frozen. Yeah, my screen is frozen. Oh no, there we go. Got it. So that's what I have to do. Okay, I just got to be on the. Okay. So, got about 2 minutes before market open. I want to see. I know I haven't explained a lot of stuff yet, but I have a soft bullish bias. I'm just trying to get set up here. It is a Monday, so I'll be probably waiting until the 10 o'clock hour, 9:50, to look for something, even if I do get something. It's because I want to see what price does. Anyways, let's drop down into the 1 hour. So I want to see it kind of accumulate down around here. These pre-market lows right here with this inversion inefficiency, or inefficiency that I would like to see act as inversion. Here is the, I'm going to turn this off. Okay, so again, here is the opening range gap. So when we open up in 38 seconds, looks like we're going to have a discount opening range gap. Midnight opening price right here. We'll drop down to 1 minute. This thing is looking like it might just scream up from Jump Street, which is kind of what I'm thinking it might do. But we're just going to chill for the time being. I'll mark this as soon as it opens. Boom. Yep. There we go. So from here to here. Cool. And we'll extend this. Put the middle line for you. You can see it. So it looks like we took out pre-market highs and gravitating higher now. Okay, make sure I got everything. I'm going to delete this line right there. Okay. So approaching the midpoint of this opening range gap, we're also inside old opening range gaps as well. Let's see. These lows started below them, or we took those out as soon as we opened up. And now we opened up below them because opening price is down here actually. So now looks like we're about to hit that midpoint of the opening range gap. Yeah, I had a feeling this thing wanted to scream up from Jump Street. Why did I say that? Just because I've seen it happen a lot. And Mondays tend to sometimes do that. What Mondays like this sometimes do is it'll run a lot in the first in the opening range, the first 30 minutes, and then it won't do much. Seen it happen. This is the new week opening gap up here. It's where we closed at 4:59 on Friday, right down here, where we opened at 6 p.m. on Sunday. We also over here, we also left these equal level highs up here, which is my initial draw on liquidity. We also have these highs up here. We have this imbalance that we are carrying over from last week. Okay. These green lines are projection levels from this swing point right here. I'll take those off though for right now. Okay, so right here we have first presented fair value gap. We'll go ahead and mark that. Include the volume imbalance. Obnoxious color. We won't do the middle line on this one. Can't touch the inversion fair value gap. Gravitating now above the midpoint of that opening range gap. Now we are expanding above the midnight opening price again as well. We are also in a premium from Friday now. Okay. Sometimes I think the reason why they do, what I was saying they do on Mondays, they, scream it up first 30 minutes where everybody, wants to just check it out. Or they also do this because people want to get in there and do something immediately. And they won't buy it from Jump Street, but they'll buy it right here. And, they won't get what they're looking for, which is maybe up here. And they'll run it all the way to the new week opening gap and then slam it down. Sometimes that happens. And they'll knock these people out that are trying to chase it. But that's not what we are doing. So I'm going to keep it right there for right now. Let me go do something real quick. I'll be right back. And I apologize if I seem like I'm a little bit all over the place and I haven't explained a bunch of stuff. It's just because I was trying to get this going and it wasn't working with me, or I couldn't figure it out. Anyway, so we'll get locked in here. So anyways, daily chart, as we can see, I am still bullish. And if this thing, like I said, creates this type of candle by the end of the day, that is going to be like extreme bullishness, just because text. I'm gonna make this black because that would be an immediate rebalance, and that would pretty much mean that we're probably gravitating up here, and ultimately maybe up here. But that is yet to be seen for right now. So we're just worried about today. So 4 hour, as we can see, it's kind of been just chopping a little bit since Thursday. We had this big drop from Sunday night, and now it's getting eaten up. This line right here, if you can see it, this green dash line is last week's equilibrium price. As we can see, price hovers around there. gets down there, can't really stay below it. So it gets below it, comes back up, tries to use it as resistance, fails, gets back above it again, and now is gravitating higher. Okay. These lines, this line is the opening price of a 4-hour order block. And this is the midpoint of that 4-hour order block. I had that marked out right here, this candle. This down candle right here. You can see it right there. There's the opening price. Midpoint's just around the just around equilibrium of last week as well. If we drop down to an hourly, we also have this order block. After it broke this swing high, bias was switched to bullish. This becomes an order block, comes down. I wanted to see it. Respect that. It does, sends us higher. Let's see. Anything else that I wanted to comment on right now? So, left this low from pre-market. Where'd it go from Jump Street? Up. If I'm bullish, is that good or bad? No, I don't really like it. But then again, like I said, Mondays, we've already, and here's the thing. You can say, no, there's no manipulation. But if you look at what happened overnight, look at all this run. That's the manipulation, in my opinion. And now, since it's broken the swing high, this should, gravitate up. This has no reason why it should come back down here. So if it's bullish, it should stay strong. So got above the midpoint of the opening range gap. Hold on, let me see if I can't connect this. Yeah. There we go. Settlement price of 414, right? Come on, right there. And then opening price at 930. That's what we're measuring right here, opening range gap. It's below market price from Friday, so it's discount. Remember this? Still using it. Still using it. Look at the respect on that. That's awesome, is it not? That makes me happy. That makes me smile. Okay, so about to hit the first 15 minutes. Just chilling like a villain. Left the lows from pre-market intact. So we have sell side below here because look. People that are long from 7 a.m. where their stops right here. And right here now as well. Because you know where it's going to go doesn't mean you're going to get a profitable run from it, though. It's what a lot of people sometimes forget to think about is that, yes, I mean, you could be right in, where it's going to go, but do you know how to get into it, or do you know how to, ride the wave and, take advantage of it? That's the question. So coming down off that high a little bit that it made initially on that run, created this imbalance on the 5-minute. I'd like to see if it can't possibly, doesn't have to, like I said, if it wants to remain strong, it can. But I want to see if it possibly might want to get back down below pre-market lows and into this weekly equilibrium. And I wanted to see if it was going to get into this inversion or this fair value gap right here that I wanted to see act as inversion. Stayed inside this breaker right here and sent us higher. So that's the reason why I wouldn't want to see it come back down if it's bullish before either closing opening range gap or taking this level out again, because on the 4-hour that's this right here. But ultimately I want it to gravitate up there. Yeah, this to me shows me the damage was done right here, because we had the drop, initial drop. It created this low right here. We had, or no, well, this low and these lows are equal level. It drove through there, and then it drove through one more time. It was like, yeah, we are gonna go up, but I want to, crush more people more, because it stopped short of this red box. And here we have the midpoint of that daily wick. And then we have equilibrium of weekly candle from last week. So this looks like a stop run, and then now is the reverse side of things. And what's this? Market maker sell model. What is this? Market maker buy model. It's looking like a market maker buy model. So let's see here. I want to see it come back down into that first presented fair value gap if it can. But it came back down into the midpoint of the opening range gap now. If it gets above this candle, watch to see if it can't use, actually, if it gets above this candle, watch to see if it can't use these two candles to send us to full gap closure. But like I said, it hasn't gotten above this candle yet. See what I mean? Like, screamed up, stopped, or created a high or initial high, pumped it a little bit more, got the people that wanted to chase it in, chop, 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 give them a little cookie, take it out, drop it. Like I said, even the people that long this from the morning, their stops are probably down here. Now they're probably trading with extremely large stops. So, and does it have to get all the way back down to here? No. Would I prefer it if it got down there? No. I would like to see it stay strong. Yeah, no news on Mondays kind of just makes me a little bit, hesitant to do something immediately. All right, take that high. And I'll see if it can go after here or full gap closure. Sorry if y'all can hear that. It's my gardening people. Heading towards full gap closure. See how it utilized the midpoint of the opening range gap? I like that. Stop short of the new week opening gap as well, so got some unfinished business over there. We are now inside the first macro morning session. Coming down to the top of this weekly volume imbalance. Stop short of the midpoint right there. I like how it left that right there. That just tells me that we probably have unfinished business up here. I said watch these two candles, John. Right here. Watch these three candles right there. See if we can't use that as support to possibly send us up here. It doesn't have to. We can just come back down into this imbalance, but we have a lot of layered confluences right here. Like I said, I'm gonna wait till 10 o'clock just because this thing has already moved a lot. Watch these candles right here. Like I said, I do like the fact that it did leave this right here, but the fact that we came up and screamed up from Jump Street, we are not. Where are we? Are we in a premium or are we in a discount? Also, what did I say about the last 25% of a move? If your initial, like I said, entry point is the opening price and your target is the full gap closure, where are we right now? We're in the upper quarter. So should you be entering right now? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's a high probability trade. So that's the reason why I'm not taking a trade. If it comes down, below here, maybe gets into the first presented fair value gap, and or it shows me that, there is a target above market price and a premium array or a high that, I'm still thinking that it might gravitate towards, then I'll speculate. But right now, I'm not. Could this pan out? Hell yeah, it could pan out. It's a Monday. Like I said, sometimes, stuff like this happens on Monday. And, for the people that did chase it, yeah, you might be right. But I mean, how many times are you going to be right about, chasing something? Like, or what's your, how are you feeling? I mean, if you're confident, I mean, that just has, like here's what I'm going to say. If you don't think the way that I think about, the runs, the last 25%, if you don't factor that in and you take these type of trades and you just feel the same way, fine, that's fine. And if you trade like this and you're profitable, good for you. But for me, that's not that's not how I like to trade. Man, what would I love to see? I would love to see it stop right here. And then get back down below here. It's not looking like everything that, you might think that you want to see happen, more than likely it's probably not going to happen, because this thing is smart too. And it knows what other people want to see, or how other people trade, and or tendencies. And so it knows if it gets below here and gets into a discount, that a lot of smart money traders are going to are going to get excited. So they might not do it, because like I said, it's already ran or shown a willingness that it wants to gravitate higher. So it doesn't need to come back down here. It doesn't. Would I like it to? Yeah, sort of. I'm not I'm not demanding it though. Like I said, I'm just reading price, having fun with y'all. Got this up here as well. Let's leave it on this chart for right now. Actually, no, let's leave it on this chart. Let's see if we can either get up into this new week opening gap. Well, let's see if it wants to take these lows, or this low first, take this low, get into the first presented fair value gap, and see if it wants to explore back up here. Coming up at the 10 o'clock hour right now. Took those equal level lows right there inside that inefficiency. Oh, nope. Actually hit it right there. So what does that look like? That looks like support, right? Looks like a floor. And you have that reaction right there. That reaction alone is enough for some people to get in a trade. And if they get in a trade off of, a support level like this, what's stopping them from just taking it right down? Which I would like to see. Keep going. Keep going. No? Okay. Not, don't want to do it just yet. That's fine. If it closes below halfway of that wick that's to the left, so if it closes below halfway of this candle's wick, I got a good feeling we're going to be, yep, just like that. Okay. Still banging around inside that inefficiency right there. I want you this gap. I like this gap. Top of the weekly volume imbalance. Also, we have completed the opening range, which is the first 30 minutes from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. Take the highest high and lowest low from that time, measure that. Yeah. Remember what I said about the upper quarter of, a price run? Be careful. We're sitting at, above the upper quarter. I know we have this. I know it looks good, and we have this fair value gap. Is it worth it though? Is it worth the mental capital for you? Because right now, how does it look? Does it look strong? Does it look weak? Does it look like it's failing? Does it look like it's doing what you want to see? Or is it showing you what you would like to see or not? Because if not, then why are you in it? Or, I don't know. Just, this is the stuff you got to think about, because even though you're like, oh, it's so close, there's no way that it's not going to go up there just right now. Well, these things, understand that. They understand that there's a lot of people who are thinking that way. And so what do they essentially want to do? They want to trick people into thinking, oh, let me give them something that looks easy for them to capture, and then let me not give it to them. It just happens like that sometimes. Down to the upper quadrant of the opening range. Here's the midpoint. Stops right there at the midpoint. Okay. So I'm just going to let it do its thing for right now. I'll be right back. Still hovering around that upper quadrant. Stopped short of this gap right here, came into this balanced price range sort of. I'm gonna take this off just because it's distracting me. Because I see it right here at the bottom. Because I have this, I don't know if y'all have this message, but it says my streaming service is sharing a window, and my eyes have gravitated down there, and all I see is that paper trading thing. And I'm just like, that is distracting. Oh, I could have done that. Whatever. Coming down. We're left, folks. We're left. Equal level highs right there. Equal level highs right there. Stop short of that. I'm probably going to stay on here till 10:30 because I don't typically like to stay on for very long on Mondays just because it does this type of stuff. And I'm just not that interested. Upper quarter comes down, hits the, does it hit it? Does it? I think it does. It's a low on that candle. 25,867 even. 25,860, yeah. Hits it perfectly. Now, if you're, what's the word? Contrarian? That doesn't sound right. If you like to trade against bias, well, first of all, the price runs and the setups aren't going to be probably as clean as you would like. But if you're a contrarian, I mean, and if you thought the way I did, as soon as it got below this low, or as soon as it gets below, if it can get below this inversion for, I already said it. If it can get below this fair value gap, see if it can't, draw back up into it and use it as inversion. Maybe send us down into the first presented fair value gap. But I'm not going to trade against bias. Not right now, at least. I can. Oh, speaking of that, I know the video that I made on Friday, I closed it out and I didn't take a trade. Y'all saw that I did take a trade, and it was against bias, and it was very small. Y'all saw it. And the same premise that I just repeated was, the price run wasn't as clean. And so, sorry. And so y'all saw me, take partials at very, very specific and close proximity to the entry, because that's as far as my analysis told me that it was really going to go. And then obviously I left a runner on, y'all saw, just to get lucky. But I had taken off 90% of my original contract size. Okay. Bodies are, for the time being, staying above the upper quadrant of that opening range right there. Let's go back up to the 15-minute. Look at this 15-minute. We have this imbalance right here. We have this. I'm going to delete this because I want to see it come down into this here before making a run up there. That's ultimately where I would like to see it draw to, but I want to see if it can get down lower into here. 5-minute. Because if we take the fib and we run it from here to here, here's equilibrium. First presented fair value gap is sitting right below equilibrium. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Still staying above that upper quadrant right there. We are done with the first macro of morning session as well. It's 10:11. Yeah. Showing some displacement towards the upside now. I like that. See if we can create a fair value gap out of there. No. No, not particularly liking that. For the time being, we still got 26 seconds. It could completely, retrace. But right now it's, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's just hovering around that upper quadrant, folks. Could run here. Can run here. But I don't really like that. I didn't like this right here. That doink. I didn't like that. Yeah, To me, this is not a high probability environment to be entering right now. So I'm just going to sit here for about another 15 minutes or so. Because like I said, Mondays, you can have the Mondays. Mondays, because I'll make a point of saying this. If you think about it from a perspective of a weekly candle formation, like how does a candle, like just any candle, not even on the weekly time frame, just any candle, how does it form? Or what would you like to see? Well, we always talk about we want to see some type of manipulation below the opening price. Then we want to see it accumulate around that opening price. And then we want to see it distribute, you know, if we're bullish. Let me put it this way. This is the instance if we're bullish. If we're bearish, just flip everything. But if you're bullish, for a candlestick formation, you would like to see it trade lower, manipulate people, accumulate around the opening price, and then distribute, towards the upside. And so Mondays, are the start of an, or Sundays technically, but Monday, nobody really, unless you are a Asian session trader, then I don't trade Mondays. I mean Sunday evenings. So Monday for me is the start of the trading week. Anyway, so Mondays, what I like to see is some type of manipulation. We had that big sell off overnight, like I showed you. So that to me looked like some type of manipulation. And coming into today, I told you I had a soft bullish bias because we had those equal level highs up there. We still do. They're right here. We go up to a 4-hour time frame. They're right here, equal level highs. Now here is the predicament that a lot of traders face, because a lot of traders have the skill set of trading both ways, long and short. And if you get experienced enough, you can take trades in both directions in one day. Now, if I was looking at this here right now, I wouldn't be comfortable taking a long. The only option that I have left now is a trade against bias if I so choose to do. And I told you, the setups, the runs, when you trade against bias, they're not as clean. So sometimes, people have a choice to make. Are you just going to be patient and wait and, see if you can get a setup that's based on your original idea? Or are you going to not give up on that idea? Say, hey, no, this thing is still bullish. But it's already, like I said, I didn't catch it down here because we had market open and I'm not chasing it when it's in the upper quarter. So it can completely run up here and it can take, no. It can close the opening range gap. It can, go to my target without me getting in, and that happens. It's just gonna happen. I'll just chalk that up as a run I wasn't a part of. Sorry if this is a little boring. It's just sometimes like this, folks. I mean, ever since what time is this? 9:50. Is it ready as soon as that macro? Sorry, I can't see it because of my toolbar. Yep, ever since 9:50, ever since the first macro, it's just been chopping it up. Which is kind of what I said, happens sometimes. People see this, they want to chase it, which, I mean, can you be profitable from maybe here to here? Yeah. Can you anticipate that? Or if you take this, where's your stop, folks? Where's your stop? Down here? So what does your risk have to really be? Oh my gosh. Are you going to be trying to trade, less than a 1R, a 1RR, risk to reward? That's what RR means, risk to reward. You mean, look, are you comfortable taking those type of trades? Because I don't think I would. All right, gravitating higher now. Notice the price action around upper quadrant. Like I said, I would love to see this thing just give up the ghost for the time being, leave everything intact, come down into a discount from the opening range, get into maybe first percent fair value gap, accumulate some type of positions down here, and then gravitate back up towards here. But like I said, Mondays can be a little bit of a brat. They don't want to, they're stuck in their ways. Let me put it that way. And by ways, I mean like, if it's a bullish bias, it's like a just bulldozer. Like it's just no retracements, no nothing, or very small retracements, and it makes you second guess, whether is it going to keep going up because we haven't had a retracement yet on a higher time frame, or is it just going to keep grinding higher? Which, I mean, if it keeps grinding higher, the people that were long from this morning are definitely liking it. Oh yeah, it's going to go up the rest of the day, which it 100% can. But how are you feeling during that entire time? No, don't do it. Don't do it. It's probably going to do it, folks. There's no way. Like after this type of price action right there, boom, there's that. There is almost full gap closure. Remember what I said about these two candles and these three candles right here. See if it can support price. Supported price right here. Got down into this fair value gap. I told you I like that fair value gap. Tapped into that, and now it's sending us higher. Was I thinking that was a high probability trade though? No. Is it a setup? Yes, it's a setup. It is a setup. But when you have this from market open, what does that look like to me? That looks like a bull flag. I don't like bull flags. I don't trade bull flags. I'm not a retail, concept trader. And that to me is a classic bull flag. Do bull flags work sometimes? Yeah. A blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. Still hasn't closed, or not full gap closure. And I don't think we hit the new week opening gap yet. Oh, no, we did hit the new week opening gap also. See if it can drive through there. Yep. So this will complete that completes the morning for me. That completes the morning for me. Full gap closure. Right. Nope. Small little, not yet. Okay. We'll wait. We will wait. That's cool to see, right? So it did stop short of closing in the opening range gap. Notice that. Because if you see the... Oh, wait. No, it didn't. No, never mind. I take that back. It closed. It closed it right there. Oh, did it? What's the low on this candle, folks? Come on, get on there. 932.25. What's the high on this one? 933.25. What? That's not right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the close. Sorry. 933.5. And this is 933.25, right? 933.2. Yeah, so it didn't. Well, I wouldn't think it would just do that, right? Not one tick. I wouldn't think it would just leave one tick. Could what I see happen? Yeah. Stop short of this as well. And we still got unfinished business, folks, in my opinion. So let's go back up to the 5 minute. Like I said, we had this huge imbalance. And I understand, I told you it was bullish, so I wanted it to stay strong. But this, to me, was not worth it. It just wasn't worth it. And that's okay. If it's not worth it to me, then I'm going to pass it up. But if it's worth it to you, you take that trade. You take this setup. If you want to use this breaker right here, because you have a low, high, and a lower low right there, you have this order block right here, you have this fair value gap. This is a layered confluence, but you also have the upper quadrant right there, which, like I said, I do not prefer to take setups in that upper quadrant. Of the opening range, at least. I don't like doing that. So it's 10:30. It's looking like it's retracing down here, but I think I am going to call it a day for the live streaming portion as well, just because I was messing around with it and I couldn't get it up properly, so the stream started late anyways. But if I do take a trade later on, I will probably post it. If I don't take a trade, then I won't post anything. But this is, like I said, I'm gonna call it a day for the live stream. But This is also, like I said, the week after NFP week, stuff should go back to normal. I mean, y'all heard me, comment on what I would like to see. And I mean, for the most part, I think about 90%, I was on point, which is more like what I usually like to, that's what I like to, well, that gives me more confidence. And that's the reason why, that week, NFP week, it just, well, you need like 10 shots after that. Anyways, so first live stream, hopefully this thing, actually worked too. And I wasn't just talking to myself for, however long, an hour or so, an hour and 15 minutes or whatever. But I'm going to see if I can't post the recording on my channel. And then we'll be better tomorrow because I'll know what I'm doing, hopefully. Anyways, so that was Monday. Like I said, no news today, so wasn't too excited, terribly excited. Tuesday we got some news. Weekly employment change again. Interesting. We have another one. There's no way we should have another one. Just another employment change apparently. So we have medium impact news at 10 a.m. That shouldn't be too volatile. So we'll just see, what the 8:30 does. But anyways, we will catch y'all tomorrow. Be safe.